played. He beat Lewis 10-1. Lewis was suffering with a heavy cold. And match play finished 18-13 in the final to Phil Taylor. They had 28 maximums between them then. They've had 28 again this afternoon at the Wolves Civic.
140.
Adrian Lewis is looking for his first TV win since October 2010. That was at the World Grand Prix against Phil Taylor. He was 4-2 down in that match, first to 5. So this is not a forlorn hope just yet for Jack Pop. We know he can run 5 or 6 legs against any player.
80.
Averaging 112, that would normally be good enough. Possibly to run more, but unluckily for Lewis,
58.
he's walked into Phil Taylor, averaging 110. And the averages really are mind-boggling. Played 20 legs. You can have those averages in maybe a Premier League, playing best of 14, 15 legs, but not over this long, drawn-out format.
100.
Might need to change the board soon, turn it round, because the 60 has taken one hell of a beating. Poor dart. Haven't said that very often in this match, have we?
45.
The big finishes
Adrian,
have gone to Phil Taylor. A 167 and that 160. Adrian Lewis couldn't finish it, Taylor did. That's the difference. That's why it's 12 legs to 8.
Phil, you require 96.
Well, if this goes, you start to think he's broken Lewis's resistance. Double 18. It's incredible. Adrian Lewis keeps leaving finishes, leaving 2 darters, leaving handy finishes, sometimes single darters. And almost every time, Taylor just comes out and goes bang, bang, and lands another blow on his chin.
Yeah, the 167, Adrian Lewis wanted 52, didn't he? The 160, Adrian Lewis had the dart at double. Then, Phil Taylor knows if you keep doing it, you quite rightly said, Rob, you will break your opponent's resistance. Adrian Lewis is averaging 111. He's not going anywhere, he's not playing bad, he's not wilting. He's just walked into someone that happens to be hitting doubles slightly more regular than him.
Well, he denies us the 30th.
77.
Almost the same difference, but it doesn't count on the stat sheet, Philip, does it?
121.
Adrian Lewis has hit 180, 121 and finds himself 15 points behind. Dear oh dear.
140.
You really will have to watch this again to take it all in. Phil Taylor wants 45 points after just 9 darts. Adrian Lewis wants 60 after just 9 darts.
Double 16. 11 dart leg. The darts as if magnetised to the doubles. 11 dart leg, as I said, and from 8-7 behind
81.
to 14-8 in front, without really Adrian Lewis doing much to reproach himself over. Missed the odd dart at double, but only the odd one, Wayne.
Adrian Lewis's average has stayed around the 112 mark for the last 6 legs. It's nothing to do with Adrian Lewis, it's all Phil Taylor at the moment. He's doubling, he's better.
30, 180s. Now one short of the all-time PDC record. Taylor Barneveld 07 finals, Circus Tavern. Oh, well, this could be it. Well, anyone who's been lucky enough to have a ticket, to be privileged enough to be in the Civic Hall Wolverhampton this afternoon, is going to be talking about this match for years and years to come. How they were there when Taylor and Lewis played one of the greatest games ever seen in the history of professional darts.
But going back to Robert Thornton, he must be loving this. Can Lewis or Taylor repeat this performance? Whoever runs out the winner, okay, it's looking like Phil Taylor. Can it be repeated in 3.5 hours' time?
60. Who you require 129.
must find treble 20 to lead Bull.
Well, that leaves 65. Will he get a shot at 65? Well, Adrian Lewis went tops, tops. Now, tops.
60. Phil, you require 65.
To move within one leg of a place in the final. Semi-bullseye? You're too good, Phil. Mind you, we knew that already. Double four. Always going to be the pained expression from Adrian Lewis. Well, he looks up.
Phil to throw.
No one's going to help you, I'm afraid, Adrian. Phil Taylor certainly not.
Well, at 8-7, bookmakers made it an even game. 8-7 to Lewis, that was. They made it an even game. They invited you to take your pick as a punter.
59.
10 to 11 either player. Well, since then, Phil Taylor has won every single leg of darts. 8 consecutive legs of darts. And it will be interesting
82.
to hear from Phil Taylor if he believes that this is the greatest quality game he's ever played in. Not greatest in terms of, you know, in wins or victories or standard he's played at, but both players when the opponent has pushed him to this level. I feel it must be Wayne.
150.
It has to be. You can count the number of mistakes on one hand. And after 24 legs of darts now, what we're in. Adrian Lewis made a mistake by missing a 160 finish. Oh, come on.
Well, 31 180s. There has never been a match played under the auspices of the PDC with more 180s. And the record may go. Will go if he hits it here.
140.
Another 60 would hurt.
100.
Disappointment.
Adrian, you require 99.
Will go tops, tops now. You see the wince on his
59.
face.
Phil, you require
Is that 59 the
104?
last shot that Adrian Lewis will have in this year's Grand Slam of darts?
So Lewis will come back for a double top rock stopper. Delay the inevitable.
63.
Well, Adrian Lewis has missed a
40.
few darts at this. 40 hasn't been his forte, but it is now.
Lewis. 25th leg, Adrian to throw first. Game on.
Now, if Adrian Lewis can win this leg, it would be dragging
60.
it out for Phil, making him come back after the break. Prolonging it, prolonging the agony, not just for himself, but for Phil. Phil will want to wrap this up. Well, that's unlucky.
Very.
120.
Extremely. Would have been another match, surely. Quite have the oomph. These have got the oomph all right.
100.
That really is fantastic, because Adrian Lewis, he knows one more error and that's it. Game over. So to relax and hit a 180 was sublime.
140.
Adrian Lewis had 18 180s. 18 180s.
55.
Phil Taylor wants a 180 himself. I cannot see this stat
59.
ever being beaten, Rod. I really can't.
You say that, Wayne, but what happens if they met in the World Final at the Alexandra Palace on January the 1st? Over the best of 13 sets, man.
42.
It could be 50.
Stop it. Go on, Phil, leave double one. Go on, Phil, leave double one. He wasn't going to, was he? Just wanted to see another 180.
122. Adrian, you require 164.
Oh, go on then, treble 19. Oh, unlucky, wrong side of the wire. Yeah, you might well make a forensic examination of the dartboard. Had he been on the right-hand side of the wire rather than the left, he would have been looking at Bull.
132.
Two darts away.
60.
Phil Taylor wants tops. And so the curtain comes down on the greatest game of darts ever played on this stage at the Civic Hall. It was absolutely magnificent. Both players playing at the peak of their powers. But in the end, it was the power who had too much power for jackpot Adrian Lewis. An incredible run when he ran off 8 straight legs in the midst of the match was enough to get him home. And Phil Taylor will now play Robert Thornton in the final this evening here in Wolverhampton. Let's give you confirmation of what we've witnessed this afternoon here at the Civic Hall. 2 semi-finals played. In the first of them, Robert Thornton was the man who made his way through. He defeated Scott Waits 16 legs to 9. And Phil Taylor defeating Adrian Lewis in the end by a similar scoreline, 16 legs to 9. And so tonight's final will be for £100,000 to the winner and the title of the Grand Slam of Darts champion. Phil Taylor against Robert Thornton. The stats from this game absolutely phenomenal. We mentioned the 180s, the most 180s ever hit in a PDC darts match, 32 in total. Lewis had 18 of them. The combined average was over 220. Those are the highest combined average we've ever seen in a darts match with 2 players combined. And in the end, it was Phil Taylor's doubling success which was better and made the difference. The 167 outshot and the 160 outshot, the real killer blows. So Taylor goes through to the final tonight.
The guys looking at the stats and even they can't believe it. 32 180s, more than in any other match in PDC history. Quite incredible, Phil. More 180s than any other match in PDC history, 32 in all.
I know George was saying he's been 28 180s so far. I said, yeah, I've at 8 and he's at 20, but it was 14 each. Great game. I'm glad everybody's enjoyed it. Me and Aidan just got involved in the game and we didn't really know what was going on, did we?
Oh, mate, honestly, unbelievable. I mean, he's finishing there, the shot's out. And I mean, about 3 or 4 legs, I'd actually wide the door. I couldn't put any. It was harder miss, I think, than what it was going. But the finishing he took out there, obviously that, you know, the 6-7s and whatever it was. I was just, I don't know what I can say. I'm gobsmacked.
Adrian, you were leading 8-7. You were leading 8-7 at one stage.
Thanks for reminding me, Dave. Yeah.
But a great scrap, a great scrap.
Oh yeah, fantastic. I mean, at the end of the day, if you average 111 and you lose, you can't do much about it sometimes, can you? You just take it on the chin and move on.
There was a point in the game where the 180s become literally between yourselves quite laughable.
It was getting boring, wasn't it?
It wasn't getting boring, no.
He was. I was at the 140s. I was just trying to catch up. That's all it is, really. You're hoping he misses a shot and you can take it out, do you know what I mean? And he just missed a couple of odd finishes and I took it out.
But it got to the point where, did you feel like you were just dragging each other along?
Yeah, it did. I think after about the 3rd break, we were both a bit like this, and then he'd go 180 and I'd follow, and he'd go for...
How do we go?
Can't believe you didn't serve up a 9-darter for us. It was near on a couple
We
of
tried, I
occasions.
thought.
We did try.
We could have done a couple of 9-darters there, couldn't we?
Easy, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
He's not bad, is he? Good, isn't he?
Do you amaze yourself sometimes how easy it seems?
I'm not bad, mate, he says.
Phil, do you amaze yourself sometimes?
Do you know what I'm happy about? And Bristol had 20 quid on him against my mate Bob down there. So get your money out, Bristol, you're lost.
It's one of the greatest games we've ever seen on TV.
Well, it's always, I think with me and Aid, it's always is going to be. When I first started off, went 2-0 up, I knew he was going to come back at me without a shadow of a doubt. And it was just a matter of hanging in there, really. Just try your best. And hopefully, because it's a long format, he'd drop a little bit, but he didn't. He just carried on.
Can you regroup now after that marathon and regroup for the final against Robert Thornton?
Anybody can, he can.
Yeah. If you let me go, and I can go. Can I go now?
Adrian, can you come back and win the Worlds now after that?
Of course I can, isn't it? If you average under 11, you're not doing much wrong. You ain't going to beat every time you average under 11, you ain't going to beat you on that, you know.
Congratulations.